Looks easy once you can do it, but the fact that everything's got to be in sync, and if you don't let go of the fluffy bit, the Sally, you kind of go up, so it's a little bit scary at the same time, but I did enjoy it because it's something different, which is why I kept going.
Just enjoy it. I mean, it just keeps you going, you know, it keeps your brain going over, doesn't it? You know what I mean, rather than sitting here in the chair just watching television.
It's a therapy session. My God, it's a therapy session. We're all in therapy every weekend, and it gives you a really, really good buzz.
If you have an interest and if it's a passion, it can drive you. You have to be a very determined person.
I started bell ringing when I was 10, so I've been ringing for 12 years. I came instead of going to guides because my best friend, her mum and dad already did it, so we just came along with them. The fact that there's such a wide age range from Ellie, who's 11, to Bernard, who's in his 80s, it's not the kind of people you'd normally hang around with, so you just keep coming back because there's a lot of banter that goes along within everybody. So you literally just come for half an hour, so the half an hour before the service starts, it's just ringing everybody to church, so it's literally just like practice night. However, you shouldn't really do things wrong. You do, but you shouldn't. Mike, the bell master, the tower captain, he can get a bit moody, and they all start shouting at you if you're doing something wrong, especially if it's on a Sunday morning or if it's for a wedding, and you wouldn't even dream for doing anything wrong if you're in a competition because you'd actually be dead. So they can get a bit strict, but it's just for safety. And everyone in the village and quite far a distance can hear the bells. So if it goes wrong, everyone can hear it sound terrible.
The first memory was when my shop was open. I collected toys, Action Man, Star Wars, things like that. And when my husband died, I decided to send them to an auction. And I got £1,800 for the toys. So that started me then selling either at the auctions, car boot sales or collectible fairs, anything really. Over the years I collected so much stuff that I'm either selling it at the auctions or at the car boot sales. The one at Croft, that doesn't start till 7, so I'm up probably 5:45. But the one at Altrincham, I'm up at 5, and I'm on my way at 5:30, 5:45. I did try selling things on eBay. But being in business all my life, it's not fast enough for me. The kerfuffle of taking photographs and putting it on this thing, and then the date, and then you're waiting to see if anybody's, oh no, sell it.
My name is Ocaratius Maximus Gitus, Decimus Pedis Posterior Centurio Divaritrix. I'm Centurion, 10th Rear Spear. My position in the army is to command 80 soldiers, 20 slaves and 20 donkeys. As far as this group's concerned, I'm the boss. Today we're providing a living history encampment, though it's been a little bit sidelined by the fact that the wind has destroyed one of our tents and it's been all hands on pumps. At 2 o'clock today we're providing a gladiatorial battle with the bear in the arena which is behind me. it's very tiring. It's very exhausting because you're giving so much of yourself. From our education work, you're fully engaged and you can't let that go. You're fully enthusiastic, you're fully engaged for the kids at that time. Members of the public, they want to talk to you. You've got to be enthusiastic, you've got to be engaged, you have to draw that out. And performing, standing in front of an audience, it saps your energy. And yeah, at the end of the night, you really do want to sit down and have a beer.
I operate the Museum of Fair collection, which is based at St Helens Transport Museum. The North West Museum of Road Transport is the correct title. I brought my personal collection of 1,047 bus ticket machines here from another location where they couldn't be seen and enjoyed by members of the public. With literally thousands of different types of badge and uniform buttons and so on. All items that are now very hard to come by. There are learned societies that are formed simply to tell people about tickets, about bus tickets. Oh, look, that's a pink one with black print. I have to say that my interest goes much deeper. I want to know about the design of the tickets, why they were designed that way. I want to know about the machines, why they were designed, who designed them. I've met numerous inventors' families. Many other people think that my hobby is an extreme hobby, whereas I would say it's a typically acquisitive hobby. Many people collect things. Unashamedly, I do collect bus tickets, but I collect bus tickets by the container full.
It's a hobby, and the one I do at the Nag's Head, the young man there, he saves a spot for me. And whether he feels sorry for me or not, think poor old soul, he's got to do car boots, I don't know. Or whether he likes his grandmother, I don't know, but he's very, very kind to me. I just enjoy the company. See people that I know, that have met at the car boots over the years. And the lady was next to me at Croft. I have only met her through the car boot sales, and there's another one on Whit Monday, and she said I hope next door to one another. I enjoy the company. Sunday, I think, when you're on your own, is the worst day, really. So I really enjoy meeting people. There's so many people I know that, yeah, I enjoy going out.
I don't come to get good, I just come to enjoy myself, and you know, we do ring, but at the same time, that's not the reason I come to see the people. You have the learners, so they usually do come around the age of 10. So they are learning for about a year, so 11, 12, and they start ringing with everybody else. Then I'm kind of the next group because I was the previous learners. And then you get another jump from me to everybody else who's kind of 40s, 50s, and then you get the older ones, who Bernard, who's 80s, and I think he's part of the church. He's always here, he's here every Wednesday, every Sunday without a doubt, all he comes. So there is quite a stages of ages, and we just kind of go through it. We all go to the pub after bell ringing, after practice on a Wednesday. We all go down to the pub. It's called Bell Ringing Part 2, and every first Sunday of the month after ringing for the church service, we then go to the pub for breakfast. So we will go and have some breakfast and some cups of tea and stuff. No, I will keep it up, definitely, because I do, like I say, like social sign. I've kind of grown up with these people now for being here 12 years. They are almost like a mini family. But also, if I keep ringing and I get married in this church, I'll get the bells for free because of my friends.
I like camping out with the lads. There's something about being around the campfire at night, drinks, everybody sharing everything they've got, and just having the crack, having a good time, having a laugh, and that's probably more bonding time than most of us experience with our real blood families. And so the sociality is really important, because if they came here, got the kit on, performed and went home, those members don't get much out of it, and generally they're with us for a season, maybe two, those that engage and sit at the fire and get to know each other and have the courage to open up, it's a therapy session. My God, it's a therapy session. We're all in therapy every weekend, and it gives you a really, really good buzz.
Shout his name, Decimus!
It's an interesting mix of people. I think that so long as you've got people who are interested in performing and showing history, then you will always have people interested in watching history. If I took you and stood you in the middle of an audience of 2,000–3,000 people and they're all cheering and clapping for you after you've just done a performance piece, it's a drug.
This is something which gives me a far bigger kick than alcohol might give people. Better than a pint of anything. And whilst I've never sampled drugs, I would say that this is probably the most compelling drug that fuels me, that I get pleasure out of. And I know that there are other people who gain some degree of pleasure if I can impart the information that I've built up over the years. And that's why my recent illness is not going to get in my way in any way, shape or form. Approximately 2 weeks ago, I'd returned to my home and I just fell over. I had a stroke. Very, very unpleasant experience. I'm freshly back from a couple of weeks in which I was a star performer in Ward B14 in Warrington District General Hospital. I've been looking forward to being here, and I'd have been in tears if I hadn't been able to get in here. I would have been heartbroken. That's one opportunity that I've been given by the Museum of Transport here. They're terrific people. I've made some of the best friends in my life. I've had a great deal of support from them, and I've known when I was recovering that there were a lot of people praying for me and thinking for me and thinking about me. I've never known friendship like it. I've never known anything like it.